ambassador of my brother's spot. It is cold in the house. Gee whiz. And I paid my utility bills, but it's still kind of cold. It was colder like a while ago. It's pretty cold. It was like in the 20s at night. But yeah, man, I'm upstairs, uh and the part of my house upstairs don't have a lot of insulation, so it's kind of like, but it's better than living in Canada or Russia. You got to count your blessings. I just layer up, you know, but it's not cold enough to see, stuff come out of my breath, and it's pretty cold up here, man. It's probably like around 50 degrees. But yeah, what I'm talking about today is, well, right now I already had a live earlier. Let me show you what we could do on MBS. Check it out. Yes, we're still trying to help Black owned businesses with the bitters, with the juices, books. You can list your business on my brother's spot for $10 a month. What a deal. And you get a free interview on my YouTube channel. And if you have a website, you can get more views potentially on your website because my brother's spot is ranking well as a website. This is a visibility machine. Black people, Aboriginal Americans, Muslims, list your business for $10 a month, and it helps us pay our web developers, pay our SEO team. It makes the machine go. It makes the machine go. My people, you gotta respond. You gotta respond. Okay, I'm gonna get off on something else. I'm very curious. I'm extremely curious. You can't really see it, but that's Todd Bridges' ex-wife. I don't know what it is, but was that a man? Oh, I wish I could get a better picture of it. But man, that really surprised me. I'm not much into entertainment, but that tripped me out, man. Like, if you look on Google, and I'm gonna make sense out of this. If you Google Todd Bridges, you will see his ex-wife, and you'll see what I'm tripping off of. And it proves what I always say. Black people, stop making entertainers our leaders. Stop looking up to them. I'm from LA. They the freakiest people on earth. You got to be freaky to make it because it's so subsidized in Los Angeles with actors and actresses. Like, if you ain't doing nothing freaky and getting down 2-3 times, they gonna do is just replace you. That's why. It's a lot of reasons why. And they're getting, come on, my peoples. I love entertainers. I love how smart our Black people is, how innovative our Black people is. But man, we gotta make our geeks and our innovative people leaders. Oh boy, I hope this is not a troll. Hey, Kevin Vanquist. Hello. Please don't ask me anything weird, this, that. I'm just trying to make some sense. It's not easy being on lives. Please don't mess up my flow, homie. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to my brother's spot. I'm Jay Hadwinn, brand ambassador of my brother's spot, and I value everybody that comes on here. But if you say some weird stuff, I'm gonna talk about you. Don't troll. I'm gonna come at you. I'm witty like that. Anyway, whoever gave me the thumbs up, thank you. I'm on here also to tell people about my brother's spot and what we do for anybody, but we're trying to help our people, like Black people. We're really trying to help their businesses have more visibility. That's what we're about. We are specialists in making Black owned businesses visible. That's great, real Remo. Check this out. Imagine this. You're a rapper. You're not getting paid well. Your streams, let's say you're getting like 10,000 streams a month. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving you like 20 bucks a month or 10 bucks a month on Spotify. Like, what is wrong with that business model? That's horrible. My brother Spot could build you a subscription platform, your own subscription platform. It will be in between 400 to 500 bucks a month. Hold on. So we will put you in front of thousands of people in the world. So let's say a year and a couple months, you have 1,500, which is real, or 2,000, which is really, that could happen. 2,000 people that's paying 10 bucks a month. Do you know what that is? That's 20,000 a month. And you're still paying your 400 to 600 bucks. See, this is what we're trying to let a lot of people understand that have talent. You got to invest in yourself. Anytime someone comes at you and say, hey, pay $68, you can have your own website. You're not going to make money. I'm learning this more and more. You're not going to make money because it takes money for them to even put your website out there, your SEO, all that. That takes, like, businesses pay thousands of dollars. So by you having a subscription platform, you have more control of what you saying because you're on your own server. You're not on YouTube. You're not on, that doesn't mean fully get off YouTube, but you have your own subscription platform and you're in control of your brand and you can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? And people all over the world see you. So if you are not a favorable person and people are like in the United States, like that motherfucker's weird, you know, or this, that, I don't like him. Someone gonna like you in Poland, Australia, the Philippines, Japan. See, if you've seen all over these places, you're gonna get 1,500 or 1,000 people. And if you charge 10 bucks a month for your subscription, that's how you make passive income. You're in control of your money. You're not, let's say, you don't have another person taking money from you like a middleman. You cut up the middleman. I'm going to get a subscription platform soon, in probably a year. A year go by like that, but I'm saving money up so I can invest in myself. And I could have my own subscription platform, and that's going to help me make even more passive income. I already have 2 websites that are faceless. They're all created by my brother Spot. And this is what I'm trying to tell a lot of Black owned, Black business owners or anybody. Yo, get yourself a customized website by us to where you could at least put your services or your products on your own website. You're seen on Google. You're ranking for keywords in about 8 months to a year because stuff don't go fast. If you ever hear someone say, hey, I'm an influencer, and in about 3 months, you could make 1.5 million. When you hear that, that is a lie. Run. It takes a minute to make money. And I'm not even promising y'all like, yo, you will make like $2 million in a year from this. No, you're going to be regular. But what it does, it helps you calibrate yourself with this inflation. We talk about this every Monday, constantly talking about what Americans have to do, what Black Americans have to do to not go in poverty. Because this new world order is going to have a lot of people effed up, and it's raceless now. AI is taking over. You're going to have to switch it up. If you don't switch it up, you're going to get swallowed up. And that's everybody. So my brother Spot wants to help everyone, but really mainly help Black people. Just like Jewish people only help their people most of the time and give everybody else the crumbs. You think those NBA players are making real good money? Check what the owners are making. It's crumbs compared to them. This is what I'm saying. Guess how much YouTube making off of me right now with the advertisers? And they're giving me, I may make on this, if I get like, let's say 1,200 people that view my live, I may get like 10 cents or 5 cents due to you guys' retention. You know what I'm saying? So that's pennies. You know how much YouTube making? And they're owned by Jewish people. And their coders are Jewish. Everybody's Jewish. So don't get mad that Black people want to help each other. Koreans do it with Kaya. That don't mean that Jewish people hate Black people. It doesn't mean that Koreans hate Black people. It just means that that's the way the systems are in America. It's called the human race. So this system has everyone racing, and Black people are the only ones that want to share. Hey, I can help you to the finish line. We just don't fully understand what's going down. And we're very divided. So my brother Spot is trying to be the tool to where you put everyone together, just like white people came from Europe, Poland, Germany, this, that. But when they come to America, they're white. Be Black. I know Black is a bad status. But if we call ourselves Muslims or Aboriginal American Indian or Moors, they gonna mess up the status anyway. So call it like it is. We Black. Africans, everybody gonna be, hey, Black. Okay? It's already implemented. It's already the way it is. And we work together. That's not how it happened. Look, everybody has their opinions. Just explain your opinion. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no time machine. See, that's why I don't get in it. Like, we built this as Aboriginal American Indians, or we did. Yo, no one ain't got no damn time machine. We only got books. You know what I'm saying? We weren't there. All I'm saying is that, yeah, Irish people got shitted on. True. You know what I'm saying? But still, we are not talking about the exception. When Irish people got here, they were hated on, but they were policing us. That was the police force. And Irish people was beating the shit out of Black people. Please stop. Please stop. We all have pros and cons to our races, to our race. You know what I'm saying? And we all have division, but Black people have immense division. Catholics, Baptists, Muslims, Bloods, Crips, Aboriginal American Indians, tribes, all kind of different tribes in Africa, different ideologies in the Caribbean, light to dark skin. When you get to Brazil, Colombia, Central America, light to dark skin, so much division. It's crazy. The world isn't divided as you think. Go to China. Go to Vietnam. Go to all the Southeast Asia. Go to Singapore. Them people be working together. See, that's how I know people haven't traveled. America is divided because everyone came here from a lot of places while Black people were here first. And then the Asian people came and started mixing with Black people. And then, they called them Native Americans. It doesn't really take a time machine to know that happened, because the anthropologists that got killed, a couple of them, they were talking about Negroid skulls are here more like here earlier than anyone in the world. Not Native Americans, not white people, Negroid skulls, not Vikings, because they have Viking, like skeletons and all that here too. But Negroids were here first. throughout the Americas. The people in the Amazon now, I heard that, a lot of black people left those woods because, you're getting bit by, you're getting hunted by animals, you're getting bit by insects. All that is a hostile environment, but they chose to be left alone, and there's the ones that's been left there. And I really don't believe humans built the pyramids. I think other things that created us, like we're creating, like we're creating, like we, like we're creating AI. I think that's what happened. He said, "You don't fuck with Uncle Ruckus." Oh man, Uncle Ruckus is a funny motherfucker. That's funny, JJ. All right, no Native Americans have sickle cell. How do we know? Do you have a lab? I can't get that deep. I can't, I can't get that deep. Yeah, that was funny, JJ. Yeah, man. Uncle Ruckus was a hilarious, like, metaphor, homie. Funny. It was a straight metaphor, straight hater. You know what I'm saying? A lover of white people, all that. All people should love and value their people, but at the same time, we should meet in the middle and respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, hey, we are the world, we're cool. And then after that, you get all these, prompts and things that help you and uplift you. You know what I'm saying? And laws and people not really harming you and not stressing your community out, different type of property tax, all kind of games. You know what I'm saying? Just all kind of games. If it was fair, let me ask you guys a question. We got 9 people on here. Let's say if America was fair with all ethnicities, all race, and whoever works the hardest gains the most, and whoever's talented, would white people be up at top? Would they be on top? Let's say if the Jewish people stop being Jewish and like, hey, this is whoever I link up with is whoever I link up with. Who gonna be up at the top on certain race? See, that's what they're trying to keep control of. And the people who have the power up there and who looks alike, they don't want to let go of that power. So they could say all they want. Let's have unity and put Barack Obama up there. I say it every live. I don't believe America is ran by the president. I believe it's ran by corporations. And the reason why I believe that is because presidents are supposed to make, I think, 300 to 400,000 for the rest of their life. You can't make millions of dollars off books, like that. I think that, they pay them. Okay, you do what we say. We're going to give you a little bit of this oil. Like I heard that, Trump just got, a certain amount of money. And yes, he's a billionaire, off the oil thing in Venezuela. He literally got paid off that. Barack Obama got paid off things. You know what I'm saying? Biden got paid off things while his son was snorting coke in another country. I mean, come on, y'all. It's not just it's all presidents. And the reason why the presidents is like, okay, I'm gonna lay down and let these corporations do what they want me to do, is because if they don't listen, they gonna get JFK. That's what's going down. That's why some of them, when they come out the inauguration, they be like this. Yeah. It's like, hey, this is how America ran. If you don't go with it, we got all your information right. We know everything about you. We'll murk you. We'll kill you. America is a violent place, extremely violent. You know what I'm saying? Let me read what y'all put. Now, I know some of y'all said some crazy stuff. How you doing, Kirk Coon? I think it's Curricon. A streamer that actually gets it and speaks truth. Wow. I just know what I know, man. I know I say some things that's completely wrong, but I would say I think, you know, I try not to say I know this is factual like a lot of people. And I appreciate you. Hope you do well here, man. No, I hope our people do well here. I hope I'm here for my brother's spot. My brother's spot gave me passive income. I cannot, it's the most money I ever made in my life. You know what I'm saying? I only have a, what is that? I only have an associate degree in logistics. You know what I'm saying? And what type of job could I get? You know, so I made a lot of money with my two websites. So I'm just trying to get the opportunity to a lot of other black people and let them know if shit, if someone like me can make some money and it pays my mortgage and my course, you know, you could do it too. So I renamed my YouTube channel from the Solution Podcast to My Brother Spot, Austin Call. I mean, that's how it works. I guess better work you do, the more you're paid. Yeah, those who work the hardest gain the most, I guess. Yeah, and you have to believe it. You got to look in the mirror and be like, look, this is what I'm going to do. I believe in myself. I'm going to work hard to do it. And then you do it. Or you pray, or you meditate. It's the same thing. All our words have power. Vibrations come out our vocal cords. We could change things with our mouth. You know, that's why they killed Martin Luther King, Charlie Kirk, many other people who talked eloquently, Malcolm X, all kind of people. I could go further and further because they know that it's powers in words. You know what I'm saying? So people out there, be careful what you read because you could be putting a spell on your brain. You know what I'm saying? Perfect for security. Said me for president in 2048. Austin, I think I remember you. You still saying 2048, man? Oh man, I'll be dead by then, man. And what makes you think that people vote? I think that corporations are the electoral college. I don't really think we have a choice. I think they already pick who they want as president because that president gonna do whatever they say. If you go back in history and read about Teddy Roosevelt, he's the one that broke up all the corporations. That's why America did so well. Corporations are citizen killers. They have to be controlled. If they're not controlled, this is where we're getting the inflation and everything. They buying up all the goddamn single family houses, especially in Atlanta. They buying up mom and pop, you know, like restaurants, all that, and then the food tastes like shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's like, it's a big muck. And a lot of us are so busy and they do such a good job keeping us busy. You can't pay attention what's really going on. Like right now, if they're having riots somewhere during the week, they up there changing legislation and the goddamn, you know, politicians when they meeting up and all that. I mean, bro, you shouldn't even be on here. Austin, get off here. This is not for kids. You're 15 years old. Stop, bro. Get out, man. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because your parents, you're on your parents' shit. This is a 18 and over. I understand you wanna, you know, see what adults are, whatever. Man, stay out of adults' business. And if any one of you guys, other guys on here is under, you know, like 18, man, get off, man. Be a child, man. That's what happened to Michael Jackson. That's what happened to Michael Jackson. Motherfucker turned into an adult or at an early age and became a weirdo. Just be a kid, man. Play some games. Go outside, run. Go be a kid, man. God damn, Austin. Don't like being a grown up is not fun. You have more freedom, but it comes at a cost. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your younger years, man. You don't have problems like rent, mortgage, women that want your money and only want to date you because of what you got. You need a core. Your parents, what I'm saying, are still footing the bill on a lot of stuff. Man, go away. Go away, man. I don't like that. I remember, I drive Uber on the weekend sometime, and these unaccompanied minors come into the car. And a lot of these Uber drivers don't even know in the policy, if you pick up an unaccompanied minor and you get in an accident, like Uber is not going to pay. They're not going to pay. You'll lose your car like that. And if the minor gets hurt, you go to jail. Don't ever, if you guys are Uber drivers out there, don't ever pick up an unaccompanied minor. Don't pick up no child. I don't even go to high schools if they having some on the weekend. I'm just gonna cancel that mug. Or if I'm off from work and I'm for 2 days and I don't want to lose money, I'm gonna Uber. I'm gonna Uber and just roll throughout Atlanta. I'm not picking up nobody close to a high school or up at a high school. What did you do to Michael Jackson? Glizzy, what are you talking about? Boy, where, man? Oh, man. That's a head scratcher. Anyway, so that's where my passion is, family. I love Black people. I love myself. I love Aboriginal Americans. I love what we do for the planet. We don't harm the planet. Anything we make, we don't harm the planet with pollution. You got a guy right now called Julian Brown. He could create gasoline or fuel out of plastics. And just because they're too lazy to up the standard and pollution in the world, they don't want this young man to implement his technology throughout America. Imagine if we could destroy, I don't have it. I don't have nothing. Okay. This right here is plastic. This right here. Now, this is Black owned right here. But imagine he could put this in his machine and it heats up and this plastic could turn into fuel that you could put in your car, you could put in a jet. A young Black boy created that. We don't harm the planet. We make street lights. Black people made the street lights, a Black male. But white people made the traffic ticket. We created the light bulb and the filament and all that. White people took advantage of us not having enough money, so we couldn't patent it. So they said something Bell, yeah, he discovered the light, but no, it was a Black man. And white people created the utility bill. You see where I'm going with this? For some reason, I don't know if it's our melanin, because they say people that have more melanin, melanin is a chemical of intelligence. And when you're intelligent, you will never harm the planet. When you're not intelligent, you're going to create things that harm the planet. So is technology really technology, or is it convenience? We aren't putting GMO in the food. Your Bill Gates are. And trying to control shit. How did you overcome your crack addiction? Hey, man, that's just saying right there that I'm hitting a point. I'm making a great point. Thank you, Internet Go. Yeah, it hurt your feelings. Black people, man, we are some very, very interesting people. I think people that have more melanin are, because the planet is a body. It's a living entity, and it's a female because things grow out of her, plants, trees. You know what I'm saying? It gives birth. So I think people with melanin are the white blood cells that fight diseases and all that. And then people with less melanin, because they keep creating certain shit that fucks up our planet, our female planet. They're the cancer cells. That's why all this, they can't multiply as fast. All this is nature. We're organisms in her, just like it's organisms in us that we can't see what's going on. It's a whole world in us. You know what I'm saying? So fight your urges and try, if it's anybody out there that's in a lab or anything creating something, try to create something that's good for the planet. I know that these corporations are going to look at, oh, which one's cheaper? Well, the cheaper one always harms the planet. We got to live on in this planet. We got to live on planet Earth. And corporations have no feelings. We have to be responsible and start controlling their asses. Or else. Don't be afraid of black people taking over, because we're not killers. You know what I'm saying? You created killers. Y'all created killers. You put crack in our communities. Not you personally, but your people. Put crack in our communities, broke up our families. You break up any family and then put a goddamn, rapper in there, and they're not signing hip hoppers. They're signing rappers. And your kids grow up on this piece of shit, which when they break it down and it is not being able to be used anymore, is polluting the earth. And then we got to get up on here and speak on this shit and make money. Yeah, I'm trying to build like 10 passive incomes. But would I want a more natural life? Yes. But if things change, you have to adjust or you die. And this is what you guys are good at. I got to be on here and talk about, products and services. Well, really services that we provide on my brother's spot, just for us to make a living and help our community. You know what I'm saying? If my brother's spot and Afrobiz doesn't do well and get more and more people, then it stagnates black people. This stagnates black people. That's why people should always, when they come on MBS, are black-owned businesses that are trying to make it and they're providing good services, at least give $1 or $2 or whatever, because we're never going to get, money from the government like Asians and other ethnicities. They're not going to give us that, or land or anything. They're not going to give us that. Why would you give some of the most talented people on earth an opportunity without controlling them? Being an NBA player is an opportunity. Being an NFL player is an opportunity if you're black. It's an opportunity because it's saturated. Everyone could play. And they can make it seem like you're the greatest. Even if they lower the grade of basketball players out here. You know what I'm saying? Who's to know that, who's greater than the other era? You won't know. You know what I'm saying? These people are very strategic and smart. And if we don't get smart and adjust, and our people don't support black people themselves, we ain't going nowhere. It's going to get worse for us. Spell it out. HOD. Don't. Spell it out, man. Don't be afraid. God. For sure. God. Whatever a black man believes in, whatever a black woman believes in, and it's not harming anyone, I don't care. I'm here to help black people adjust their businesses and learn how to do business right in this capitalistic society. If you're a black man or a black woman and you the ones talking about you hate money and this, that, I can't help you, because it's hard to make an adult change. You can't change an adult. And really, money is just a tool. Why do you think so many people get serious, of other ethnicities get serious when they're doing business? And their etiquette is amazing because they understand that money is a tool and money could change things. Money can make a whole race of people stronger. Look at the Jewish people. Jewish people, I think they're like 1.5 million or 2 million. That's not even deep in America, but they're ruling America mostly because they're smart. They study people and give them 10% of it while they own it. And I've been seeing them run this game for a long time. Trust in the sinless blood. Okay, the Jesus stuff. Okay. I respect you, Freddie. Turn away from our sins as a practice and lifestyle. So when I turn into a spirit and I leave my nerves and my brains behind, and doesn't the sun have light coming out of it? Does the light get burned? So if I did go down to hell, how will I feel the burning flames of hell? Be careful what you read, because if it makes you fearful, you're going to make wrong decisions. And what you read, your spelling, and what we speak and comprehend, it can hinder our common sense. Yes, we do die. Our spirits come out our body. We all have souls. Where it goes, we don't know. But most people that have NDEs, near-death experience, man, they never go to hell. If they're good people, bad people, in between, like me, just, are spiritual people, stop being afraid. Most people wouldn't even be Christians if they said you weren't gonna go to hell. Let's say if it was ever no hell and they're just preaching. Man, the percentage would drop so low, as in Christians. Christians are Christians mostly because they're afraid to go to hell. What a game they put on people. Let me see. No, God has them ruling right now. But hey, man, look what white people have done to black people damn near for eras. And I'm talking about even just the televised part of it. And white people still doing good. And black people love Jesus. We don't know. Actions speak louder than words. All I do is look at actions, and I go back and I research things because it's easier to research. If people keep doing bad and still benefiting off life, do you know in the last 40 years, it's been more millionaires and billionaires being made? And most of them are doing like bad shit, polluting the earth, laying off people. The CEOs are making more and more money and less employees. Now AI. Why aren't they doing bad? Why isn't Bill Gates croaking? Look at the action. You know why? Because good people don't put their actions into overdrive like these evil people. They'll pray and think things are going to be changed. That's lazy. You got to put action into it. If you want to pray or meditate, I meditate every morning. You know what I'm saying? That's how, but I put action into what I do. I go hard. And that's the only way things are going to change. They're not doing good because they have. So, what are you talking about? Do you have a time machine? Do you evil people? The Rockefellers are still paid. The Rothschild kids are still paid. They're doing well. They're low pro. And they're not unhappy. The hell? Get out of this fantasy world, y'all. This is how they control us. Just because you use your common sense don't mean you're going to hell. Don't be afraid, man. You're not going to go to hell. Your spirit come out your body and you leave your brains and your nerves behind. You're not going to feel nothing. You can't. You're translucent. It's already been scientifically proven. Well, God is so great. He could make. No, man. The only thing that could kill light is a black hole. And then you're still not feeling it. The hell? Common sense. This is how they took over Hawaii, the Samoans. This had big, strong men, Africans, all that. Here's the book. I'm gonna read you this. Oh, you will go down and burn in hell. For everlasting life? For everlasting life. But you didn't think, damn, I'm a ghost. I'm a spirit. And the hottest thing in this solar system are stars. And what comes out of stars is light. And the light never gets burnt off. We're light under this flesh. Don't believe what man has wrote. They revise it. Don't believe ever what man has wrote. Don't be afraid. I'm trying to respect y'all. It's just religious people, man, they had the most wars. They killed the most people. It's just, I do not really, in the Matthew 10:28, hey, go ahead, man. Believe what you're going to believe. But, man, y'all always warring and harming people and raping and all that. It's just, it's the history of the world is the history of the world. Y'all always fighting. Why y'all always fighting and killing? It's a war right now over different religions. In the Middle East and Africa, all that. Come on, man, wake up. Y'all fight more than the Bloods and Crips and GDs and Vice Lords. Y'all all over the world fighting. Jesus. Look how I just said Jesus, because it's in my because me growing up and going to a kindergarten through 8th grade Christian school, it's in my psychology. And this is what they do to us. That's why they make us read that. That's why, people, have, are the way they are. They put in your head when you're young. Do you know it's people out here? I'm so brainwashed. Okay. You don't even know me. How am I brainwashed? If I'm brainwashed, what's going on? Can I take care of my family? Am I spiritual? Do I love my mom? Do I love my dad? Do I treat people right? Am I good for the planet? So how am I brainwashed if I'm not harming nobody? Why can't I just speak freely? Why can't Christians and people just respect people that don't believe the way you believe? I mean, people that's like that, that's high school. Get your own platform and you talk about it. And if I'm on it and I see you on a live, and just be like, I don't believe it. And it's my job either to leave or listen to you and heed the message and then get off. You're not going to change me. You're not going to scare me. And you're not going to hurt my feelings by saying I'm brainwashed, because I'm not. Because they are gang members. That's what, yeah, man. But Carrie, I still wouldn't disrespect. I feel you. Write the Bible. Government gang members, different countries, gang members. Man, planet Earth is such a realistic experience in the flesh. Our souls are old. We may have been here a couple times. Every time we probably came down here, we're bowing down to something. Now is religion, presidents, entertainers, something. Man has always bowed down to something, man and woman. Value yourself. Value other people that are good to you. Be yourself. Who cares who the hell this group over here that? Be yourself and be a good person and be a great person for this planet. And treat people how you would like to be treated. And if someone is bad and just immature, walk away. Walk away. If someone said 2 + 2 is That's funny, Carrie. That's funny. The way I talk pisses off a lot of people because I think for myself, and people aren't used to that. People speak out here and they speak and say things that they hope that other people would like them to say. I talk about things about my brother spot, how to help Black people, and I speak how I feel, which is harmless. Power and control also for riches and slavery. I feel you. I feel you, Carrie. Hey, if I was talking about Jesus Christ right now and reciting the scriptures and telling people how they're going to be saved, I will probably have $5 right now. I'm surprised every time I get money and someone gives me a super chat on, these lives. And I'm going to tell you why, because I'm not saying things that's popular. I'm saying things that I think that's hindering us and our growth as people individually. You're right on. Just the best you can be. Getting a little fed up with that though. Well, I hear you, Carrie. Good points. But what I'm noticing is that the world is getting worse because the puppet master is winning. And people aren't into growing as people. So by me challenging myself, I challenge myself every day, because living in this body, we want things to be easy. We don't want to research. We don't want to look into things. We don't want to be uncomfortable. So while I keep growing and other people keep growing, the weirder we are to the masses. If I'm not saying a lot of things that religious people like, or people that's in the entertainment like, or I'm not talking about, Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, you know what I'm saying, argument on his show 5150, I'm not going to get any money. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the views and I'm okay with doing it the hard way. All I'm trying to do, y'all, is just tell y'all a lot of the stuff that we are buying into and buying is making us poorer and making the wealthy richer and wealthier. It's making them wealthier. Telling you, y'all. Let me give you an example. Let me show you an example of pain and things that even America, the government is still making money off of. Make you think that, hey, we want fentanyl off this street, these streets and this, that. They're not just getting paid with oil. Check this out. And this is someone's child. This is someone's child. Look, that's what America has turned into. Right there. That's how they're beating us. That's how they're beating us. That's how they're beating us. I seen it happen in the Black community back in the 80s. Before crack hit our neighborhoods in LA, like most Black kids had their mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? And they specifically wanted to stay in a Black neighborhood. Now, it's all over America. That karma actually is working. Everyone's getting it. Black people are still the culprit of drugs, but white people are right behind them. They are jacked up. And I'm not happy of any ethnicity that gets put on those drugs and have a hard time getting off of them. Them shits should be banned. Like in China, you bring that shit there, you getting executed. If you bring drugs in China or other places, you're getting executed. So America's a capitalistic society. Why haven't they could stop it? See, actions speak louder than words. They could stop it because they're getting paid off it. Okay, you could pass. All right, you could pass. Okay, you could pass. No, we catching you. We don't like your family. And then they put it on news. Oh, President such and such caught these. It's a game, man. All this shit's a game. All this shit's a game. All we know who that person votes for. I believe that the Electoral College picks the president. And I think corporations are the Electoral College. Talon. We ain't picking them. Yo. I just want y'all to see this. If I could find it. This right here. This is America now. This is America now. We don't know what the F we are. We're so divided. We're so divided. This is us now. We're just divided. It's no teamwork. And there's teamwork. There's teamwork. And then in the Black community, they created this. These are women leaders. Cardi B and Sexy Red and stuff like that. And you wonder why men don't want to have girls now. This is the culture that they created. They only sign, Jewish people only sign these type of rappers right here. If I can find my finger. Sexy Red right there. That's who they pick. They run in a game on all ethnicities of people. And people they're not gonna like that. So I will never get super chats hardly because I'm gonna tell it like it is. And people like junk food. Junk food provides parasites in you. And when those parasites start feeding, you want it mentally or physically. You start feeding pork, sugar, anything. Eating right, it takes a lot of will. And then the good stuff gets in your body. Why do you think they got Bill Gates out here doing illegal stuff and he not arrested? Because they got to treat us. That's money. If our bodies are messed up because of the messed up food, then the pharmaceutical people, they could keep treating us. That's $1 billion industry. That's $1 billion industry. All this stuff is some bullshit. Some BS, man. And the only way that America could change is if people unify and stop being down for their own races. And that's not going to happen. Because the Ethiopians got their system, the Somalians got their system, the gatekeeper black people got their system, the hood people got their system, white people got their, Jewish people got their system. That's why it ain't gonna happen. I could be on here and talk all day, and it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna even go up to like 1 million people of all different ethnicities that's like, hey, we're Americans. It ain't gonna happen. Because everybody has their system together and they don't want to break it up. Like this Koreans, Kaya, and you're in our neighborhoods and selling hair and beauty products. The Middle Easterns are in our communities at gas stations. That just didn't happen. Like, oh, we just fell in over here. You know what I'm saying? This guy at a Chevron station around the corner, not around the corner, but like a mile away from where I live. I said, hey, I would like to interview you and ask you why you want to even, have a Chevron station in this community. And he said, I don't own this station. I don't know. Man, I gave MBS web developer team and the address and everything. I know the man's name. I know where he live. He live in Lilburn. Got a big ass house. And owns office buildings also. And 2 other Chevrons. Just lie in your face. Every morning he's smiling at me. Hi, how you doing? And the Latinos, they had a little check cash place inside of the Chevron, and they sued because they weren't paying them minimum wage. And these are Latinos that work for them. Yeah, they had a little lawsuit on them. Not a lawsuit, whatever you call it. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? This is how I know America is not going to unify. It's like all kind of people that have their systems and they're not going to give it up. And before they came to America, they were probably pretty poor and they don't want to return to that. Races, religions, all the stuff that was man-made has jacked up the human experience all over the planet. Oh, you're dark. Let me put a black dot on you in India. Oh, in South America. Oh, you're a dark-skinned person. Oh, look at that European. Let me mix with him and have a baby that looked like Serena Williams. This is happening because they put value upon this skin color more than the other one. So anybody that says, oh, kumbaya, this is why I'm the brand ambassador of my brother's spot. Because I want to help Black people. It's nothing a matter of what I'm doing. At least we could at least protect ourselves. Check this out, y'all. If you have no money, how will you ever be able to protect yourself? The Palestinians know that. Israel have a gang of money. Palestinians could barely protect themselves. If you don't have this tool called money, you can't protect yourself. This is why we want Black owned business to prevail. We want Black people to trust in my brother's spot. You could give donations, but we'd rather you pretty much get your website or get a subscription website or get a customized website through us. We have great services. We're not the average Black people's going to halfway do it. You're going to have a nice experience and you're going to get consultation. And for a little extra money, you can set up your LLC, all that. It's all inclusive. SEO, on your website, your customized website, so it could fucking rank for a real cheap price. Like a piece of dust floating in the air. Nobody listened to the dust particles. Okay, towns, cities have gangs all across America, but government and law enforcement and courtrooms are the biggest massive gang. They are. We all are gangs. We all are part, in some type of way. But yeah, a lot of the bad gangs, Carrie, you spend a lot of knowledge. You should get a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I would thumbs you up. I would listen to you. But at the same time, Carrie, I can see you're a white guy. You're probably, I don't know where your people came from, like if it's Poland, German, Spaniard or whatever, but man, God bless you, bro, for, just being with the truth. But I hope you understand my allegiance is to my people because the way America is structured is systematic. You know what I'm saying? Black people are crying out for reparations. Well, we're not going to get it. But what I think, Carrie, that white people should do when people are like Black people are trying to start businesses and start crowd funds, white people should gather up like 500,000 y'all and give $10. It won't hurt you. That could be a reparation, a form of reparation. So we could build it's a lot of Black people don't want no beef with white people. A lot, majority. They don't want no beef with white people. All they want is to have some type of control of their life. Because us going out and trying to get a job is a whole different epiphany of how a white person goes out and get a job. I think it's a lot of white people would be like, oh, it's no jobs out here. I got turned down 2 times. Well, Black people get turned down 50 times in a year. It's a different experience. But I don't cry because, I'm a veteran. I've been all over the world. So I've seen poverty. So I don't really be feeling sorry for, jobs are all over. Mr. Briggs, and that's what I'm trying to get Black people to understand. Get a goddamn customized website and learn how to sell stuff online, faceless. So you can have some passive income. So when you have hard times, you can rely on that. And like in the future, it's still going to be websites. It's going to be more AI, but it's going to be website. We ain't going to be getting no Social Security. Plan for the goddamn future and learn how to sell items online. I understand from successful people on social media don't pay people. That's why people should get subscription platforms. Most of the people ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I understand from successful people on social media and their websites don't get much traffic. The reason why they don't get much traffic is because they're spending like $60 or $80 a month on Wix or GoDaddy. They run on slow servers. Slow servers load slower. You can't see it. So when it loads slow, the AI on the Google is like, this website's not up to par. On this keyword, put it at the 5th page. On this keyword, put them on the 7th page. On my brother's spot, we're on the same servers as Amazon. It's fast servers. So our SEO team could rank you. How do you think I'm making money? Why do you think I'm so gung-ho on my brother's spot? Because Yo, my websites are paying my mortgage and my car notes. And my websites and went down 58%. And I'm still not out of business. Let me read the rest. And I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just so passionate. I understand from successful people on social media and their websites don't get much traffic. They get more engagement on Instagram. But Instagram isn't a search engine. Google is a search engine. People are ready to spend their money. They got their debit cards out. They're searching. On on Instagram, they're only getting like entertained. People ain't reaching in their pockets. That's why I don't even entertain Instagram that much. YouTube at least pay you a little bit more. Beautiful women, that's different. Maybe you get a sponsor or two. All y'all got to do is shake your butt. But if you have a subscription platform and you got 3,000 men up there like, woo, hubba bubba. And you know what I'm saying? You charge them $10 a month for your subscription based platform. That's 30,000 a month. Take the control. You be the brand. Bump all these other people. YouTube, do you help set up YouTube channels for creators? Nah, no. We help Black-owned businesses set up subscription platforms, for themselves and customize websites. So in about 7 months to a year, they could start ranking and getting passive income. Now, your return on investment, my return on investment, the quiet one was a year and 7 months. That sounds like a long time, but your average business out there that gets their ROI, return on investment, is 3 to 5 years. Mr. Biggs, I was a mail carrier for 20 years. Now I drive semi. Wow, are you now, hey, Mr. Biggs, so you retired from the being a mail carrier, huh? So you get a little money from that, a pension, and now you drive semis. Good for you. I buy wrecked cars and sell parts online. You smart, man. That's what I'm saying. You do it. So you're on a marketplace and you just flipping stuff. Marketplace is the next thing my brother spot is going to be building. Marketplaces. Yes, marketplaces. Where you can have your marketplace website, like the young lady that I was talking to before, ma'am, you could have a marketplace for 300, I think, and 40 some dollars a month, no down payment or nothing like that, or 165 with a $1,500 down payment. My brother spot will make you a marketplace where women will list their, excuse me, their hair products, all that, because we'll put your website, all you got to do is get your domain name. We'll put your website in front of a lot of women and other people out there that have lace front wigs. Like my homegirl, Moon. This is her product, Honeysuckle Moon. Oils. They could list their list their product and their link on your marketplace website, and you make money off their sales. It's somewhat kind of like affiliate marketing, but this is the new way. Facebook Marketplace does it, by the way. They get a service fee off of it. And it's faceless. They won't know who you are. This is the future. This is what we're doing. I agree if they have money to donate. Yeah, donate right now. I'm spending my energy on here. Y'all just looking at me. If I was on here showing and I had some nice, breasts and I was a female, man, I have like about $25 right now. And then the girl be getting mad. You know what I'm saying? I was 5 years short from, Mr. Briggs. Damn. Do you regret it, man? Or you just like, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. White America, German, French, worked at an American Motor Corporation, Chrysler, 10 years, and did roofing. Man, roofing's a good industry. My brother's spot has Not a Dime Down Roofing, and man, they listed their business on my brother's spot for $10 a month, and they're doing well. Every time it rains, boy, they be busy. And now I'm 66 years old. Good for you, Carrie. I appreciate you, man. Yo, yo. Okay, family. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everyone being so very nice to me. I'm glad that I didn't have hardly any trolls tonight. This is the best live I had. Normally it's like full of trolls and they just saying, hey, do you want some head? Or like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really appreciate y'all. The quiet one, visit www.mybrotherspot.com. myborthaspot.com. And look on the website and you can list your business if you have a business. Hopefully you didn't get mad at me. If you did, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm just communicating, and I'm passionate how I feel. We as Black people, we're just going to really have to learn how to negotiate better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be friendly all the time, but I can help you. I guarantee you, I will help. I'll be the bridge to help you get to that next level. I'm the brand ambassador of my brother's spot. And then I'll plug you in to the web developers. And then we could get some consultations. It's not going to be no extra charge or nothing. This is what we do. We want to help our people. All right. I'm Jay Hadwinn, brand ambassador of my brother's spot. Thank you, Carrie Martin. I really appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. And I'm out. Peace.